Okay, hi. I'm going to be introducing to you my hobby of Disney Vinylmation collecting. So, first of all, what are Vinylmations? They're a Disney collectible. They're a lot like trading pins trading that goes on in Disneyland. So if you see a lot of people in Disneyland and Disney World wearing these things called lanyards with pins all over them. And so Vinylmations are a lot like that, except they're actually 3-inch figures of Mickey Mouse, and they have different characters painted on them. So this is the Vinylmation lanyard. It's a lot bigger. Yeah, so the Vinylmation started in the year 2008, and it started rather quietly because pin trading was already so popular in Disneyland. Disney wasn't sure how the Vinylmations would work out. So they actually started Vinylmations by making them in the form of pins. So there was Vinylmations that look like pins, and I'll show that picture. Oops. Oh. Yeah. So that's one of the first sets that came out of the Vinylmation pins. So after the pins came out, it ended up being really popular because the pin traders got interested in them, and so they came out with the first figure of Vinylmation November 7th, 2008. And so the first figure was actually blank, and they called it a Create Your Own, and that came out in Disney World. So the way Vinylmation collecting works is, first of all, there's 12 in a series, and the 12th one is called the Chaser because it's special, and it's usually really popular. And I'll explain a little bit more about Chasers at the end. So I'm going to talk about the way that trading works. So when you buy the box of the Vinylmations, it's blank on the outside, so you can't really see what you're getting. So it's a lot like the way that you buy like trading cards. You don't know what you're going to get. So if you get something you don't like, then you have to go and try and trade it with somebody else. And trading is a lot of fun too. But so these are some of the figures that you can get. There's a lot more, but this is just an example. And so at trading events, there's a lot of people that come in a big group, and they bring all this stuff, all their characters that they want to trade. And it's a lot like a swap meet because it's really big and there's a lot of people. So you get to meet a lot of interesting people and make friends with a common interest. And there's a lot of kids, the traders can go from like kids to senior citizens. So it's like a big variety of people. Also, if you can't get rid of the figure because nobody wants it and you really hate it, there's these things called mystery boxes that are located in Disneyland and Downtown Disney, so if you don't have a pass, you can still do it that way. And so you trade your figure to the box, and you try and get something better. Sometimes you don't always, though. Okay. Also, I'm going to go back to the blank ones for a second. Another part of Vinylmations is your ability to be artistic. When Walt Disney started his company, Mickey Mouse came from his imagination. So with these blank Mickey Mouse figures, it allows you to use your imagination to create your own version of Mickey Mouse. So with the blank ones, I'm going to show you a few that I've actually made. Let's move that. So these don't really look anything like Mickey Mouse, but yeah. So these two right here up in the corners, this is a hamburger from McDonald's that I made, and he actually had a little black cape. And then up here, that's Bob's Big Boy with his little hamburger. So I made those because I like burger places. So yeah, but people really started thinking my creations were interesting, and so I actually started getting requests for some vinyls. So I did a Darth Maul, because there's actually a Star Wars series, but Darth Maul wasn't included. So I made him with this little double lightsaber thingy. And then another lady asked me to make Superman, which is down in the right corner. for her husband, who was a Superman fan. So that's really fun, and when you can get paid a lot of money to make those because you put a lot of time into it. Oh, and it's not just, Vinyl aren't just about like collecting and painting. You also have some chances to make money off of it, like making and selling them, but also originally Vinyl retailed, back 3 years ago for $9.95. Because of the popular demand, a lot of them have gone up to $12.95, and because some of the earlier sets are now retired, they don't make them anymore. They go for like a lot of money on eBay. You can look up Vinyl like early series, and some of them sell for $200. So this picture right here, this is the chaser of the 12th vinyl of one of the first Park series set. And Park 1 was the series that came out right after the blank Create Your Own ones. And I looked up this one on eBay. I did some research on it. And this one goes for, it sells average on, it was $490, I think, on eBay. So if you ever get your hands on one of those, put them on eBay. You could, like, pay for a couple glasses here at Boyd. So, in conclusion, Vinyl collecting allows you to be social, get out of the house, and do something fun. It's great for all ages, and anybody can be an artist with it. And down here is a little equation that I did, if you can call it that. So I kind of calculated or counted up how many sets there are, and there's over 45 different series of Vinyl, and if you multiply that by the 12 that are in the series, that's over 540 Vinyl to choose from that you could pick. So yeah, there's something for everyone. Thank you.
All right, Jared, what did you think?
I really liked your gestures and tone. I liked how in-depth you were about a topic that I didn't think would be able to last for 8 minutes. So I thought that was really awesome. And I thought you commanded your area very well. Like, you're able to use your go to your visuals without like interrupting your presentation at all. So
thank you.
Well done.
Cards are nasty.
Thank you. Okay, Kelsey, a few things about the presentation. Let me start off with the positive things. I think you have nice large images on the visuals that you see. You're enthusiastic in your presentation. You've got a very clear thesis statement and goal for the speech. So you set up a lot of things that would work well for you. Couple of problems. First of all, there's no attention device whatsoever. You start with a thesis statement. You need a clearer preview of what the structure is going to be. I know that you've got a lot of personal experience that you're using on this, and I like that. That's one of the things that adds to and makes it a lot more interesting. But I think I could use a little bit of research on this as well. You mentioned, for instance, the one going on for hundreds of dollars on eBay. Somebody is writing about these. They're probably newsletters or blogs where people are talking about this, and you could use some citations from those sources. I thought that it started off being chronological, and then it kind of turned into a topical method of organization, and the transitions need to be smoother and clearer. You sometimes just seem like you are trying to remember what the next thing is instead of moving to the next thing, and that seems quite awkward. There are a couple of things that I think needed to be clarified still in the presentation. I think that the images that you have are nice and large. I'm still not clear. Are these painted onto those things? Is it a vinyl thing that you buy stickers